Hi, my name is Julia. I'm a PwC Campus Ambassador, and in today's episode of Sofa Talks, I'm here with Paola.
Hi, I'm Paola. Nice to meet you. I'm 26 years old. I relocated here in Poland the last year in 2023, and it's been a year, and I've been working here in FCU, so Financial Crime Unit.
And the topic of today's talk is why are languages important in the world of business? So, Paola, question for you. How many languages do you speak?
I speak 4 languages. My first language, my mother tongue, being Italian, because I was born in Italy and I've grown up in Italy, so that's why it's my mother tongue. And second one being English, Spanish, and German.
Wow, that is so impressive. I think it's time to focus on German because, English is a language that Europeans mostly just learn from school. But where does German come from?
Actually, I started learning in the university, so like 7 years ago, kinda. I just started it. It was like a very random choice, I would say, because I wanted to, learn a new language, and Spanish I already knew it, and English as well. So I decided to go for a new adventure, kinda, because it was a completely different one. Never had any idea about it, but it sounded good in my mind. It sounded like something that I really want to learn. I really want to, work in the future with. So actually, this new, stuff, generally speaking, adventure, I would call it, started 7 years ago. So my first year at the university, and I learned it both during bachelor studies and master studies. And I also spent some time in Germany, not that much, 6 months, but it really helped me with the German knowledge. Absolutely.
Great. So I see it started like a passion project, but at what point of your career did German actually become useful?
It was as said, during university time was just as like a passion kind of, because I really liked it. I really like also, during my studies, it wasn't just focused about the language, but it was focused about the literature as well. So I really liked the German literature, and I felt that even, some people say that it's not very, how to say, musical language. For me, it really was. So I really got caught in it. And it became more than a simple passion. So somehow the professional path and the academic one, they just started, mix it up when I first started working. So it's been a year and I work both with English and German, but the main focus of my work is just the German language. So I would say that it's becoming, a professional path kind of a year ago when I joined PwC.
Great. And in your professional career, what ways do you incorporate German in your tasks that you perform every day at work?
It's for me, German is the way that kind of I express myself, because I do it with other people. We usually, communicate in English, but my work being only in German has been helpful for me for so many useful stuff. So for example, not only in the professional way, but only for example, the German knowledge and the fact that I've been working in German for a year, it helped me so much understand so many new words, so many, for example, useful phrases, and so many, I would say words that are related specifically to the field that I'm working on, so FCU. For example, before I had a knowledge of German that was more of a general one, but right now I feel that I am, more acquainted about, for example, financial terms or more specific areas, so it helped me so much.
I'm still caught up in the thought of you speaking 4 languages. So please tell me, has there ever been a situation of you being lost between those languages, kind of like a lost in translation?
I would say that it happens almost on a daily basis, because, working in German and speaking with other people in the work field in English, and for example, coming back home or having, I don't know, my loved ones back in Italy, so having to speak with them in Italian, some days it's just, so difficult. I'm having conversations, for example, with my mom and dad, and I'm speaking to them in Italian, which is my mother tongue, so theoretically, I should know everything about it, but sometimes I'm just missing a word, and I'll be trying to say that word either, for example, in German or in English or in Spanish sometimes as well, and literally forgetting this specific word in Italian. And my parents be okay, we get it, but we cannot help you, because it's difficult for them as well. So I think that when you speak more than one language, especially if you do it on a daily basis, it's so difficult to switch from one to another one. But it's also an enrichment thing, because that you're able to mix it up, to get acquainted to different cultures, different languages. So it's definitely really good for your personal development.
Okay, great. And are you planning to add any more to those four languages that you do already speak?
I would love to. I would love to start with French because I think it might be easier coming from, like a Roman kind of a background, Roman languages background. So Italian and Spanish. French might be like the easiest choice, like the safe bet. But since I'm here, I would like to learn Polish as well. Actually, I tried it. It's not been like my first try, but I haven't tried it, like with a proper focus on it. I sometimes like can understand what other people are telling me, but I find it very fascinating language. So maybe, like anytime soon might be like the right time to start learning it.
Right, so it has become very clear that speaking multiple languages is so important in the world of today's business. So how would you sum up the thought of today's conversation? Do you think it is important for young people, especially that are planning to work for corporations, to learn different languages? What's your opinion about this?
I would say absolutely yes. I absolutely agree with everything you said. It's really important. It's really important for young people. It's important especially because we're living in a world that is constantly changing. So being able to speak more than two, like 3 or 4 languages, like a multitude of languages can be so helpful, not only for your professional path, because you might be able to get, like for example, different opportunities or to move like from place to place, but also for your personal development, because you would be like, it could be easier for you to be not just like stuck in the same environment as always, but be able to like expand your interests, expand your business, and be able like to connect with other people. So definitely like really important to learn languages, especially German.
Paula, thank you so much for talking to me today about the very important topic of why language learning is so crucial when it comes to the world of business.
Thank you very much for this meeting. It was a real pleasure for me.
Thank you. And as you see, Paula's story proves why it is so important to learn new languages, especially if you're looking to pick up a job at a big company, as it opens you up to so many possibilities. So good luck with that.